Vicky, welcome back to my channel. In one of my videos, I talk about how much I spend in a month in Shanghai. In this video, I'm going to talk about how much I spend in a month in Dali. So in 2021, June, I made the decision moving from Shanghai to Dali in Yunnan Province of China. It's got everything here that I love: the mountain, the nature, the water, the lake, the stars, the forest, everything. Fresh air and dog-friendly restaurant. It's also called California because of the sunshine and really nice temperature. The whole environment is just very comfortable to live in, and it's also very affordable as well. So how much do I spend in a month in Dali? Let's find out. Same with my previous video about cost of living in Shanghai. I'm going to break down the cost into 6 different categories. That would be rent, utilities, transportation, groceries, eating out, and miscellaneous. For rent, similar to Shanghai, a lot of foreigners or people from outside of Dali come to Dali and look for places that's more traditional Chinese style with their own courtyard. Maybe it's their own building, something like that. So I made 2 videos about apartment hunting in Dali, and I also made a video about the place that I am renting right now. This apartment is on the 3rd floor of a new style by people building. It comes with 5 bedrooms, huge kitchen and huge bathroom, a balcony, shared courtyard, and a rooftop with amazing view. The place is surrounded by mountains and lots of greenery, looking over to the Shanghai Lake of Dali City. The rent for my 5-bedroom apartment, which is about 100 square meter in Dali, Yunnan, is 28,000 yuan, which is about $360 per month. So I've got myself a pretty big place for one person. But if you're not looking for such a big place, you can easily find a single room with ensuite bathroom in a hotel or Airbnb for as low as 500 RMB a month. You'll have your own room with ensuite bathroom, like in a hotel basically. This is perfect for someone who's staying in Dali for a shorter period of time, like a week to 3 months, or someone who don't have a lot of belongings. Lack of kitchen would be a little bit of a problem if you prefer cooking by yourself, but you might be able to use the shared kitchen in the hotel. If you're looking for a more comfortable setting, price for 1 bedroom and a living room is around 3,000 RMB per month. It comes with modern interior and modern kitchen, and your own balcony as well. For a place with 2 or 3 bedrooms in a modern setting built by real estate developers, it will cost around 8,000 RMB and more. The location for these properties are usually somewhere near the mountain and not too far away from Dali ancient town, so you can enjoy the more quiet lifestyle without feeling so isolated. In Dali, the landlord usually asks for 1 year rent in advance. Some landlords even ask for 2 or 5 years rent in advance, so be ready for that. And the reason why I didn't choose to rent a beautiful traditional Chinese building with a courtyard is because I'm not very good with plants and flowers. Maintaining the trees and flowers in the courtyard could be something out of my capability. Also, I hate bugs. You can also get a 3-story building with 4 or 5 bedrooms for 45,000 RMB a year with your own courtyard. I think this would be more suitable for families or if you have a group of friends to share the whole thing together. I can't imagine living in such a big place by myself. Cleaning would not be easy for this kind of 3-story buildings either. For the utilities, electricity and water, if you are renting a single room in the hotel, it should be included in your room charge. But if you're like me, have rented an apartment for yourself, the electricity bill will come once a month and the water bill should come every 2 months. I've been here for 4 months right now and I haven't seen water or electricity bill yet because I'm sharing the building with my landlord who lives on the 1st floor, and they pay for all the bills first and we share the individual costs later, and they just haven't asked me to pay for it yet. So I don't really know exactly how much it costs for electricity and water, but I doubt it's going to be more expensive than Shanghai. Most of the houses in Dali use the solar system for the hot water, so taking hot water is basically free. But if the weather is cloudy for couple of days in a row, then I'll have to use the electrical water heater for showering. And for gas, in Dali ancient city, there is no access to natural gas system, so we use tank gas instead. One tank of gas is 120 RMB, and it usually lasts about 3 months. I cook 4 to 5 times a week. For the Wi-Fi, I got a new Wi-Fi system set up with China Mobile. It's 32 RMB per month for 100 Mbps, and I paid it for the whole year in advance, which is about 384 RMB for the whole year. And the Wi-Fi is actually really fast, and I think one of the reasons is because I live in a village. So compared to living in a city, maybe there are just fewer people to share the bandwidth within a certain area. For the phone plan, I have also changed my phone plan since my previous phone plan was packaged with my Wi-Fi plan for my apartment in Shanghai. So since I moved to Dali, I've changed that to with the China Telecom. It is 30 RMB per month, and that get me 5 GB of data. If I run out of data, then it's 5 RMB for every gigabyte. And my phone bill for July was 35 RMB, and for August is 48 RMB. So I would say on average it's about 40 RMB per month for the phone bill, including the data. I got myself a electric scooter e-bike again in Dali, which is usually how I travel between my place and Dali ancient city. I got this e-bike from a local bike shop for 13,000 yuan, and my landlord let me charge the scooter in the courtyard for free. There's also a local bus that goes from my village to the ancient town. It costs 2 RMB per trip, but if I want to go downtown, Shaguan, which is about 13 kilometers from ancient town, 30 minutes in a car, which is where the big shopping mall, nice restaurants, and Walmart located. I will have to take 2 buses to get there, or I can take a Didi. That will cost around 50 RMB one way from ancient town to downtown. In Shanghai, there are countless shared bikes in Shanghai on the street, but there's not so many shared bike in Dali. However, my friend have got herself shared e-scooter that she rented from Hello Bike, and that cost her 168 RMB per month. So if you don't want to rent, if you don't want to buy your own e-bike in Dali, this will be a good option as well. And for groceries, so the egg, this is 21 RMB, and these veggies, and also this one is 21 RMB. Sometimes my landlord will just give me some veggies from their garden for free. For fruits, Yunnan is known for amazing fruits. Mango and blueberry are 10 RMB per 1.5 kilo. That's about $1 per kilo. For meat, pork is much cheaper here than in Shanghai, for sure. So I paid 45 RMB for 1.3 kilo of pork ribs. While in Shanghai, my friend bought 300 grams of pork ribs for 53 RMB. For eating out and drinks, eating out could be quite cheap if you choose local food in Dali. So for Chinese food, local food, one of my favorite rice noodle place in Dali ancient town sells rice noodles with shredded chicken breast for 9 RMB. Coffee, there are tons of great artisan coffee shops in Dali ancient city, and Americano is usually 18 RMB. Latte is usually 28 RMB. Unfortunately, the price-wise is pretty much the same with Shanghai, although artisan coffee in Shanghai could go much more expensive than 28 RMB. The most expensive coffee that I bought in Shanghai is 45 RMB for a cup of coffee, and that's insane. I usually enjoy my coffee at home. I have a semi-auto coffee espresso machine. Coffee beans are from Yunnan locally, and it's super cheap. For the Western food in Dali, the brunch, 30 RMB for brunch set. My favorite Western restaurant in Dali would be the Backyard. And the miscellaneous. For example, the gym, it's about 50 RMB for a single visit. For the annual pass for the gym will be 1800 RMB for the whole year. For me, it's free since I worked in the coffee shop belongs to the same company. In summary, my monthly expense living in Dali, Yunnan is as below. And the total monthly expense in Dali is about 4,585 yuan. Compared to my monthly expense in Shanghai, which is about 15,000 yuan, this is much cheaper. It's 1/3 of the expense when I was living in Shanghai. So what do you think? Would you move to Dali to get a less stressful and more affordable lifestyle? Or would you rather stay in Shanghai and enjoy the hustle and bustle of the big city? Let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you very soon. Bye!